Jake Paul fights Ben Askren and what could potentially be one of the weirdest boxing matches of all time. Ben Askren, credentialed wrestler, Olympian, world champion MMA fighter. Jake Paul, YouTube sensation, and is now 2-0 as a pro boxer, but he hasn't really fought against any notable names. He beat Anasan Gibb, who was pretty bad. He beat Nate Robinson, who was a hell of an athlete but didn't know how to box. And then also as an amateur, he fought against Deji, the brother of KSI. Ben Askren does not have boxing specific experience, but he has loads of MMA fights, fighting the best of the best. Jake Paul likes to constantly bring up Askren being knocked out in 5 seconds by a flying knee against Jorge Masvidal. Masvidal is challenging for the world title next week. I think that just shows the different level of competition. Askren has fought the best MMA fighters that really exist out there, besides obviously challenging for a world UFC title. That never happened for him. Jake Paul has yet to face someone with any boxing experience. He's yet to face an amateur boxer. Sure, Anderson Gibb did believe an amateur fight, and Nate Robinson had no experience. He's not fought anybody that has any boxing skill set. Now, granted, he's done a lot of sparring. He trains with BJ Flores. I saw even in a video Evander Holyfield is working alongside him. He's getting tips from all these greats, but that doesn't really mean shit as far as fighting goes. Ben Askren, 20 plus MMA fights, has been in there with a who's who. Yeah, he's not a striker. He's a wrestler. But at the end of the day, he's a grinder. He knows how to compete. This is 8 rounds of action. If Jake Paul can really box, his best strategy to win is stick behind a nice educated jab, set up counter punches, and easily outstrike Ben Askren. The thing is, you look at that fight with Nate Robinson. Robinson's closing distance. He's making it ugly against Jake Paul. Granted, Paul knocked him out. He was throwing a lot of overhands. Ben Askren is not going to be that level of bad. If you look at Askren, sure, isn't the most technical boxer, doesn't have fast hands, really can't box at an extremely high level, but he knows how to fight. He knows how to compete. When you look at MMA fighters versus boxer, I've seen it personally on the lower level. MMA guys can give boxers trouble, especially because they're gritty. They're difficult to deal with in clinch situations. Who's stronger in the clinch? It's going to be a serious difference. Ben Askren, if he clinches up, Jake Paul is going to be manhandled. Now, you get him in close, in the boxing range, rather. Jake Paul, of course, the faster hands, the more technical boxing skills, but Ben Askren will definitely know how to fight when he gets in there. He's going to be fighting probably behind some awkward punches, looking to clinch up, make it sloppy. I believe Jake Paul can definitely pull off rounds early, and I think he needs to fight intelligently and not look to gas himself out. This is going to be a serious test because if Jake Paul has the real experience as they hype him up to, he should look to probably get Ben Askren out of there maybe in the 6th round, wear him down, breaking down the body, using a beautiful jab, setting up shots. He shouldn't go out there trying to blitz Ben Askren. This isn't a 2-round fight. We'll find out very shortly what level Jake Paul is at in probably the first 2 rounds. We're going to know how this fight's going to go. If he goes out there and tries to knock out Ben Askren and is unsuccessful, which more than likely he would be because it's going to be very difficult to knock out Ben Askren early. I think you have to get him a bit tired, unless maybe he landed some ferocious shot that Askren didn't see coming. Unlikely. I'll be honest. Right now, I'm going to stand with the MMA community and I'm going to pick Ben Askren to win this fight. We're going to ride Askren. I'm going to pick him to win a TKO or a decision. But really, if it goes the distance, they're going to give it to Jake Paul. This fight's going to be fixed. If it goes 8 rounds, quote me right now, it's going to Jake Paul no matter who won the fight. If Ben Askren can stop him in 7, that would be ideal. If he can grind on Jake Paul, rip the body, tire out the arms, put him in the clinch, I'm going to pick Askren for the sake of MMA. I can't confidently pick Jake Paul here. I'm going to be honest, skip the bet on this one if you're looking for guaranteed results. But if you're looking to have some fun, Askren a plus 110 dog, Jake Paul a minus 130 favorite. I think it's an entertaining fight. I think it's going to be fun for the fans to see. I'm going to watch it. I have to tune in to see this chaos, and I got to rep with my guy Ben Askren. We're on Team Ben here. We're riding with him, but we do acknowledge, as Ben Askren said himself, if Jake Paul can actually box, he's probably going to beat Ben Askren. It's just, I don't know if he's on that level just yet. 3 years boxing experience sure is good, but at the end of the day, a lifetime of competition and MMA experience now for Ben Askren is going to be the difference. We're going to ride Askren. I think he can get it done. If it goes the distance, it's going to Jake Paul. He'll win a controversial decision. Don't be surprised if this fight is a fix, if they go the scorecard, and even if Askren clearly wins, they call it a draw or a victory for Jake Paul. Ben Askren needs a stoppage. I think the 7th round prediction's actually pretty intelligent. If he can fatigue Jake Paul, we'll find out. Paul may prove us all wrong and go out there and beat Ben Askren. I will gladly accept being incorrect on that one, but I'm going to stand with Ben Askren to get a victory here. The odds are competitive as they should be. Should be a fun fight. Make sure you guys smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications. Follow my social media, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and I will see you all in the next video.